The Radio On Turner, and More by Nicholas Ulrich. Well, I've always wanted to turn something on by shooting it with a gun. Unfortunately, my dad told me that if I tried to shoot anything with his .45, it would probably just break. So I had to make this big contraption, and I have to use a BB gun. I've got my little cheat sheet here so that I can remember all the steps along the way, because there's a lot of them, and I would forget if I didn't. So first what I do is I shoot this BB gun. Now this BB gun has elastic energy because it's got a big spring in it. So I shoot this through the tube. Now the BB will travel along through this tube, and then it will hit this cork, which we've put in here. Now this cork will come out and hit Thomas the Train Engine in the butt. Thomas the Train Engine has potential energy because all it takes is a little nudge and he'll start rolling. And it's also gravitational energy because since it's downhill, that's what's making him roll. Okay, then we come to this mousetrap. This mousetrap, I'll set, and it's also elastic energy because it's got a big spring in it. Now, Thomas is going to come along and he'll hit this, which will activate the mousetrap and it will shoot upwards. Now this will activate this lever. This lever has the bow and arrow pulled back on it. The bow and arrow is also elastic energy because it's got a big string. So when this is pushed up by the mousetrap, it will shoot the arrow. Now this arrow will fly along, becoming kinetic energy, and hit this big guillotine. This guillotine has gravitational energy because it's falling down to hit something, and it's potential energy because it's ready to fall at any second. So it'll fall down and chop this yellow string. Now, this yellow string down here is holding back this catapult. Now this catapult is also elastic energy because it's got these big bungee cords on it that's holding it back. So once the string is cut, it will then, come on, finally, it will then launch a golf ball into the air and down into this bucket. It'll fall through this hole, and using gravitational energy will then fall and hit this switch, turning on the electricity. We will have another wire that's hooked up into here, which will then hook up into the leaf blower, which has wind energy in it. Now the leaf blower is ready to blow this golf ball down this hill, turning it into kinetic energy and going onto this ramp. Now the golf ball will then hit this switch, which we put a little lever on so that it would be easier to hit. This switch will then turn on the electricity here and turn on the radio. So let's give it a shot and hope it works. I love this song. Okay, so I mean, starting and turning on the radio is cool and all, but I really would rather end with a bang. So we're gonna try to light a fire instead. All right, so right here, instead of having the golf ball roll down and when it hits this switch, turning on the radio, what we did was we plugged in another electrical cord, which we hooked up to a light bulb, which we have placed in this bucket right here. And we drilled a hole in the light bulb down in the bottom, which we're going to fill with gasoline so that the light bulb, when it turns on, will hopefully ignite the gasoline and blow up. Don't worry, we put a fuse in the electrical circuit so that it wouldn't blow up everything. And we've got safety goggles too, so alright, let's give it a try. Okay, so, I mean, that did work, but it wasn't very spectacular. So, what we're gonna try instead is a direct short circuit into a plastic cup, which we're gonna fill with gasoline, which should hopefully explode and ignite everything a lot faster and a lot bigger. And this is the broken and dead light bulb that we tried with before. All right, it worked.